What's going on, guys? This is going to be an update to my weapons collection. Now when I say weapons, I mean everything other than a knife or a gun. Obviously you guys know I have a few knives, I have a few guns. They're obviously weapons, but I don't like throwing knives in the category of weapons because to me they're tools first. Of course they can be deadly weapons, and in some cases far more deadly than even a gun. You put the right knife in, the right hands up close with someone and you could just rip someone apart, and it's far more lethal than even a gunshot. One good slice across the abdomen or chest, with a big knife that's nice and sharp, like I said, in the right hands, just brutal. But anyway, this is everything other than knives or guns. Okay, put some stuff in my collection today. Figured I would, just break it out and show you since I have it out already. First off the case, don't ask me where I got it. I get that question a lot. I got this in an eBay auction with some cheapo knives once. Don't know where it came from, but I still use it. So, a lot of the stuff you've seen in the other video. If you haven't, search it. But I'm just going to briefly go through some of this stuff. And some of it's non-lethal. Some of it is more lethal. But it really depends on how you use it. So, I'm just going to run through some of the stuff. Cold Steel Inferno pepper spray. Decent sized can here. I got sap gloves. And basically it is a leather glove with lead shot in the knuckles. Okay, so basically, upon impact, if you were to punch someone with this, it'd be far more effective than just your bare fist. Not only does it protect your knuckles, I mean, even, here, something metal. Can't feel it. Not only is it protection, but it's weighted, and let me tell you, if you get punched with that, you'll probably get knocked out. Very effective. Some law enforcement use it. In fact, I got these from an ex-law enforcement agent in a trade, which some of the stuff actually came from the same person. But anyway, some sap gloves. Let's talk about some impact weapons, okay? This I showed in the other video. Basically, it's a karambit style impact. It's called the travel wrench, I think. Some of them have cutouts that you can actually be used as like a hex wrench. But basically, I use this for karambit training. I mean, when I used to, nothing, professional. It's all amateur stuff. When I used to actually own some different karambits, I used to use this, and me and my friends would actually just train together. And of course, if I felt, the plastic scrape up against me, I thought, oh crap, that's where I would have gotten cut if this was real. But anyway, you can use this for impact. A couple different ways to hold it. It's just, another impact weapon. Same with this. This is from Cold Steel. Forget the exact name of this, but obviously pretty beefy, very heavy. Same deal though. This is some homemade version of that out of stainless steel. And it's not super effective because the bar is so thin, it's hard to hold on to. But you still wouldn't want to get smacked in the temple with a stainless steel ball. Let's see, some Kubotans. Variety of styles. This one came from Countycom. They're not the original makers, but they did have these in the bright orange. They're the only place you can get them. And we have another style. And there's another style. These are both aluminum. This is ABS type synthetic plastic. Here's the Cold Steel spike. I think it's Grivery. No, you know what? I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure the material they actually use for this, but it is very strong. And trust me, this thing will go through even a thin layer of metal. I've used this before, and you can see I've actually sharpened the tip because it has gone dull from penetrating into different things. And basically you just use sandpaper. You can sharpen that right up. Let's see, what else? Guardfather, just did a video on this, the spike. You guys probably just saw this video. Automatic spike. We also have this that someone actually sent me. This is the Punch, and this is basically a non-automatic spike. And still very effective. Variety of different ways you can hold this as well. You can actually hold this in a punching type position. But non-automatic, just basically fixed, and you have a cap that protects you when you're carrying it. So two different types of stainless steel spikes. I have, what else? A spring baton. Basically, throw that out, the inertia will bring out the tip here. And you have a spring baton. It's not like the ASP where it has the solid aluminum, the different stages. This one is spring material. Very cool. Talked about this in the past. Very effective for blunt impact and trauma. It's got the stainless steel tip on it. I mean, this thing will easily shatter bone, and you don't want to be on the business end of this. But another impact weapon. Just collapsible, just like a regular collapsible baton. What else? We have the slapjack. This one's really cool. This is a Bushamer, or Bushamer. I forget how to pronounce that. And this one was from the same police officer who gave me the SAP gloves. And this was his father's, he said. And he used to carry it around in the 60s. And it's basically leather wrapped, lead weight on the tip here. Just, you know, stick your hand through the handle, or through the strap here. Alright, just give someone a big old whack. This is like something you'd see on, you know, Sopranos, you know. The mob guy gets behind someone, gives them a quick little whack behind the neck, and they just knock them right out. But it's extremely effective. This will also break bone very easily. It's nasty, you know, in the wrong hands. It's not good at all. Very effective though. Oh, this is a homemade Kubaton. Basically, it's just a paracord design here, and then what the person did was they put layer after layer after layer of glue, and it hardened up really solid. I don't have anything here. You can hear it's solid, so that's an improvised, you know, impact weapon. Some brass knuckles. These are starting to get tarnished a little bit, but obviously just actual brass. And then we have aluminum ones with the round knuckle. And then some more brass, which are even older and even more tarnished than these. This is more of a shinier finish. And these are actually the first pair I ever got, and my favorite pair. Squared off knuckles. You don't want to get hit with this, trust me. Okay, stun gun. This is the Muscle Man 500,000 volt stun gun. I had a long discussion with a lot of different people on stun guns. It's not really the volts, it's the amps that will kill you. But basically, the more volts, you know, again, this has been a discussion back and forth. Some people say that, you know, 100,000 volts will be enough to knock even a big guy out. You know, some people say that you need the 1,000,000 volt one. You know, it's really hearsay. It's going to work temporarily to stun your you know, attacker. Of course, you want to use this in a defensive role, not offensively. But anyway, I keep it with the batteries out, so obviously it doesn't turn on. But I'll pop them in real quick for you. You know, a little demo of this, in case you didn't see the other video. Takes two 9-volt batteries. Oops, upside down. And turn it in the on position. Of course, there's your button. And wait a minute. Yes, it is on. Turn it back off because the batteries aren't in the right way, I'm sure. Let's see here. Either that or they're dead. Let's see. I hear it. You know what? The battery's probably dead. I have a monkey fist with a steel bearing on the insert. You know, you put this on your keys. You give this a good whip around, and again, you hit someone in the camera. Now, obviously, I hit my camera in accident. Hit someone in the temple or something with this. I mean, it's going to be pretty devastating for them. If you don't stun them, they're definitely going to be in a little bit of pain. Alright, so you'd carry this in your pocket or purse or whatever, and then if you're walking down a suspicious area, you'd keep this on your hand, and if someone took your purse, it would pull the pin out like a grenade, and it emits an extremely loud noise. I mean, my ears are still buzzing. It's very, very annoying. Trust me, it's an attention getter. Everyone will turn around and see what's going on. So that's what that's all about. These someone sent me. This is that I forget the name of these, what they're actually called, but basically it's that chain set. You know, you see ninjas basically throw, and it wraps around someone's legs, you know, and it would trip them up and they'd fall. Obviously, you can also use this as some kind of a flail, you know, whether you would double it up or not. You know, you can just hold it, and if you whip this around, obviously you don't want to get smacked with these little stainless steel pieces here. But that's what that's about. And lastly, we have this little bottle opener. Doesn't seem too suspicious, but obviously something else is going on with it. Open it up, and there's a hidden blade on the inside. This was also sent to me from one of my viewers, and you see the little Russian emblem there. Not sure where he got it originally, but very cool. Lightweight aluminum, you know, stainless blade. A little inconspicuous. I mean, maybe it's just me, but when I first got this in the mail, he didn't tell me he was going to send it. When I first got it, I thought there's got to be a knife or something in there. You know, well, who'd want a real chunky bottle opener, you know? But I guess the average person, they wouldn't think twice to look in there. And if you like this, and you know, specifically want something like this, you go to budk.com, as well as other cheapo, you know, knife sources, and they sell just aluminum. They're kind of like the Kubotans, kind of like this, but they also will unscrew, and then you can turn around. There's a blade in those as well. Basically the same thing as this. And they're like $6. They're not much. But obviously, you know, follow your local laws, blah, blah, blah. You know, if there's any kids watching, please don't go out and buy a bunch of weapons because you think they're cool. Just like I said in my very first video on my weapon stuff, you know, they're not for kids, even though, to be honest, I got half of this stuff when I was a kid. I must have been 11 or 12 years old when I got my first, you know, brass knuckles. So, but, I mean, I didn't go around hitting people with them. I just thought they were cool. They stayed in my room. You know, I didn't carry them. I wasn't a thug. You know? But anyway, that's it. That's my, my weapons update, or weapons collection update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.